After you've set up your quiz questions and your quiz categories, it's now time to create the actual quiz. To create the quiz, click Add an Activity or Resource in your Moodle course. Scroll down and find Quiz under your Activities list and click Add. Give this quiz a name and a brief description. There are many customizable bits to a quiz. We're going to go over just a few of them here. First is timing. Whether or not you want the quiz to open and close at a specific date and time. Also, this is where you would set a time limit to the quiz. So if you want the quiz to only be available for 30 minutes to the kids from the time they start, you can set that time limit up here. You can also determine what happens when that time does expire just below that. If you would like to set up a submission grace period for the quiz, you can enable that here as well. Under the grade category is where you can set up how many attempts you're allowing on this quiz. If this is a quiz that you're only wanting the students to do once, you can select one from this list. However, if you want 3 or 4 times, you can select that as well. If you're having multiple attempts allowed, you could choose the average grade, highest grade, first attempt or last attempt for the actual grade that will go into your Moodle gradebook. The feedback that quizzes allow within Moodle is gone over in more detail under the quiz feedback video that we have linked up in this Moodle course. So we're going to skip some of these next pieces. Under the restrict access area, you can restrict access or allow access from, and you can unlock this quiz, say after they've posted to a forum or after they've completed a previous assignment, so that they're not allowed to take this quiz until something else has occurred. And then finally, activity completion. If you want the students to allow them to manually mark it, or if you want the activity to automatically show complete when the conditions are met. So what I enjoy doing is selecting when the conditions are met and the students must receive a grade to complete this activity. It means that they must submit a quiz in order to complete it. Once all of your settings are set, click Save and Display at the bottom of your screen. Once the quiz pops up, you're now able to add questions to the quiz. So if we click Edit Quiz, we can now add our questions. The questions can be added from your quiz categories that you've previously set up, and you can add them by selecting the quiz questions, and click Add to Quiz. Because we set our quiz up to display one page or one question per page, you'll notice that we have multiple pages for each one of our questions. If you'd like to change the order and the paging, you can click the Order and Paging tab and select and change some of your questions here. Once you've added your questions and you've added all of the questions that you would like to your quiz, you can go back to your quiz by clicking in your breadcrumbs on the quiz, and it will now say Attempt Quiz. I recommend taking the quiz to be sure that it gives you the proper look and feel that you want your kids to go through prior to opening it up to students.